Welcome to New Cycle. New Cycle is a Dieselpunk city builder in which your decisions and actions will either help grow a new society after humanity's collapse or lead them to doom. The game will be coming to Steam as an early access title on January 18th. In this gameplay showcase, you will learn what it takes to build a thriving city in the post-apocalyptic world of Core Engage's debut game. This video will be divided into 3 parts, with each section guiding you through the steps of creating a safe haven for your people. In New Cycle, Earth was struck by a devastating solar flare that destroyed all high-tech infrastructure in the blink of an eye. In the aftermath of this event, confusion turned into strife. Global supply networks disintegrating into scarcity and disorder became absolute chaos, creating a chain of events that wiped almost all of humankind off the face of the earth within a few decades. Now it is up to you to start from the beginning and help humanity get back on its feet. Here we are at our new humble settlement with just 35 people and a few basic resources. We start off by giving our settlement a name and placing gathering camps as well as field camps in the nearby vicinity. In New Cycle, it is important to place those buildings where the resources are actually located. You can see the wood and stone sources popping up. This will help us to find the optimal spot for our field camps. While these structures are being built, we'll also need to dig wells to provide fresh water to your people. Now that we have water, we have to assign workers to our camps to gather the basic resources that will satisfy the needs of our people and give them hope for a better life. The same building can provide different resources like the gathering camp. However, initially we can only gather mushrooms. Even in these humble beginnings, you see the first production chains starting to form. Field camps provide wood for the lumber mill, so it can be processed to lumber for advanced buildings like the soup kitchen. But before you can do that, you have to rediscover lost knowledge. The early access release version of New Cycle will offer more than 50 buildings for you to discover. Once we have the knowledge and technology, we can build a soup kitchen that will use the water and the mushrooms we have gathered to make soup for our people. As you can see, our people have no issue with wandering through the wilderness to arrive at their camp in the woods. However, we can increase their productivity by building paths for them. We have wood, water, food, and stone, but what our people still need is shelter. We have entered fall, and the winter chill is coming quickly. During winter, there will be no more mushrooms to gather, so our people will have to survive with the food we have prepared. Thanks to good planning and preparation, we have survived the first winter. For the first time in decades, these humans feel hopeful and joyful for what the future might bring, all thanks to you. Over time, refugees will join your settlement, children will be born, and your small community will grow. You have officially settled in hopes for a better life. Let's fast forward and have a look at a more advanced town. We made a jump in time, and our once small settlement has grown into a sizable town with dozens of inhabitants, each fulfilling their assigned role. Our town has entered a new era. We have working electricity, pubs, farms, and forges for manufacturing tools, and with that, a plethora of new resources to manage. As the town prospers and our technological knowledge grows, we'll need to decide how many hunter-gatherers we really need to maintain basic supplies. This is because our new and more advanced buildings need more staff and also better trained residents. With paper production, for the first time in decades, we have the power to educate our people by sending them to the training center. Some of them have the potential to become craftsmen or even specialists, enhancing the efficiency of advanced buildings like mines and tailors. In some cases, these buildings can only run if you place craftsmen or specialists in them. An example of this is the coal generator that generates electricity for our town. With the advancement of healthcare and growing wealth in your town, the needs of your people grow as well. They no longer accept living off simple soups or to run through the streets in torn rags. Your people demand a variety of meals, warm clothes, and proper health care. If these needs are not met, the morale of the entire settlement will deteriorate, potentially leading to devastating outcomes. Morale management plays a pivotal role in New Cycle. There are numerous variables to tweak in order to find the sweet spot between giving our people what they want while also keep the work efficiency up. Although the reality is not that blissful, from time to time there are glimmers of hope. We can complete tasks brought to us by our residents or welcome visitors in our town to get a quick morale booster for our people. But if things go south, we have to start enacting laws in order not to jeopardize our progress. Will you give your people more rights while slowing down your economic progress? Or are you enslaving them to ensure high production yields? The choice is yours. The morale of your residents is not the only challenge, because in the aftermath of the solar flare, Earth's nature got out of balance. Harsh winters, deadly sandstorms, severe droughts, and other catastrophes threaten the safety of your people. These natural disasters pose a constant threat to your fragile community's efficiency and health. And it seems there are even bigger catastrophes to come. Let's do one last jump forward in time and look how our city has progressed. It's been a few years now since we settled down in this region. We have overcome hunger, famine, and numerous long winters. Thanks to our planning and management, we have endured and grew into a thriving Dieselpunk metropolis. In this state of the game, we are managing more than 40 different resources at a time, and the production chains grew long. We have rediscovered forgotten technologies, and we started the process of automation in our city. One of the most important features of a flourishing city are the conveyor belts that significantly increase the speed of your production chains. Building these may mean that you have to reorganize your town to make room, but in the end, it will pay out as the efficiency of factories connected by conveyor belts will increase significantly. Optimizing production is one thing, but we also need a continuous supply of basic resources like wood, water, and iron. This proves to be challenging later in the game, as almost all resources on our map are finite, and even the most basic resource like water can become scarce once another drought hits our town. This is where another exciting feature becomes most important: expeditions and setting up a railway system. Early in the game, you get the opportunity to send out scouts in the surrounding area around your city. You never know what resources and opportunities your scouts will encounter on their journey. Maybe they'll find valuable resources that you can mine, or a particularly rich hunting ground. But now that we have the technological knowledge, we start building a railway system that connects us and our people with the rest of the world. The train is one of the most important technologies to rediscover, and it takes a lot of resources to set up. But once you get the train rolling, you will see goods pouring in with incredible efficiency. Aside from the resources that can be found scattered in the world, it is also useful to explore surrounding areas, as it will allow us to set up outposts and build watchtowers that will guide newcomers to our city. Even when the morale is up and the resources are coming in and the production chains are working, you should never let your guard down, as new threats for your survival are looming behind every corner in New Cycle. In the end, it is up to you to care for your people, to make the right decisions, and to answer the question once and for all: is there a future beyond survival? We hope that this glimpse into New Cycle gave you a better understanding of what the game is about. New Cycle will be coming to early access on January 18th, with more than 50 buildings to maintain, over 40 resources to manage, and numerous technologies to rediscover. On release, the game will offer a sandbox mode in which you can build and grow freely, an exciting campaign, and 3 different biomes to explore, each with their own exciting mix of advantages and disadvantages. For example, if you choose the tundra biome, you will have to deal less yields from mining and hunting, but you will find particularly rich fishing grounds. While the sandbox and campaign mode will be available from the start, later the developers will also add multiple challenging scenarios, while you'll take control of advanced settlements that are in dire need of help. Prepare to take drastic measures to save these cities from their demise. No matter how you play, the developers at Core Engage are looking forward to welcoming you to the world of New Cycle on January 18th. Wishlist the game now on Steam so you won't miss out on any future updates. Thank you for watching, and may you lead your people to prosperity.